Venha para o mundo do cassino. Eu nunca gostei disso aí não. Não ligo não, Nelly tem vontade de ir. Quem sabe amanhã. Partiu. Alô, meu povo. A serração foi braba aqui. Tem um córrego aqui ali, é isso? Canalizado? Vamos ver ali. Boone Homestay. Terra dos Boone. Daniel Boone. Diz que abre 8h30. Que horas são, não?
9h10.
Hã?
9h10.
9h10, então faz pouco tempo que abriu. É só pra quem tem mais de 30, né? Pelo menos, ou 35 no mínimo. Muito bom. Aprovado.
Aquele fogão aqui.
É ali a casa principal. Morava bem, hein? Ó, tem banheiro aqui. Ó, aqui abaixa, aqui, ó. As lateral aí fecha. Não entendi. Tem. Bastante construção, né? Cada construção dessa, cada lugar desse tem uma atividade, mas em épocas diferentes. Então tem outras pessoas, né? E ali tá a casa do Daniel ali. A gente pagou $6 cada um pro guia levar a gente lá e falar. Aqui tem uma pequena igreja. Então cada construçãozinha dessa foi em épocas diferentes. Não existia tudo isso aqui quando o Daniel morou aqui. Daniel. E a polícia já tá fazendo ronda já. A pessoa usou a casa só por um ano. Rebecca Boone, filha dele. O lugar virou uma vila e tem várias edificações. Isso foi construído em 1811. Incrível! Aquele também pertenceu a familiares de Boone e de Honeywell. Cada edificação tem uma explicação aqui, ó. Tem essa aqui, tem ali, tem lá, tem igreja, tem pra lá. E a casa de Daniel, que não é aquele do seriado, né? O seriado conta a história do cara, né? Algumas aventuras, né? E ali tá a casa principal, que a gente vai visitar daqui meia hora. Ele tá ali com o porrete. Mostra o porrete aí, não. Agora é um problema quando ela ficar brava comigo, hein? Desce o porrete.
Só na cabeça de lado ainda, na lateral. E eu caio junto. Perde o equilíbrio e cai junto. Escuta.
Oi.
Vai Para de filmar isso, filho.
Deixa eu só finalizar na igreja para eles. A capela. Imagina essa construção de pedra sem aquecimento. Porão. Meu, com certeza tem relacionado a farinha, a moinho aqui. Vamos lá. Quando foi construído, nossa, tem mais construção ali. É muito grande, o negócio ficou muito grande ao passar dos anos. Tá dizendo que é moinho, não? Movido ao quê? Aqui. É de 1846.
Mas era quem será? Os índios ou escravos?
Escravo, né? Tem escravo também aqui.
Porque não era animal, porque é muito baixinho para ser animal. Da hora, né?
Olha o sabão. E aqui tirava os... Debulhava? Debulhava.
É, tem outra ali atrás que não sei o que é, que é escondida no meio do feno.
Bacana, né?
Eu quero tirar uma foto lá na frente. Ela é um alvo, um target.
Que número que é essa? Que ela tem cor, você viu? Essa não. Ó, tem uma menorzinha ali, ó. Vou procurar saber se existia tudo isso aqui quando ele morou aqui, porque eu acho que muita coisa veio depois.
Eu li que ele construiu a primeira casa, morou, depois ele foi para a sede.
Porque aqui ele veio, ele já estava mais velho quando ele veio para esses lados aqui.
Eu acho que não.
Ele é do Kentucky, aqui é 15. Olha o tamanho daquela. – 1840. Loja General Store.
Because in 1960, how many families had a house? There's pretty rocks out from where gun ports were at. The Sound Port tourism, right? Sound Port tourism. So, not gun port holes, and people always ask about that. This house has 4 levels, use all 4 levels. Upstairs or the.
Oh,
We'll step inside here, then. Yeah, but not booze.
Aqui se tem mais próximo do Daniel Boone, é esse aí.
Here, sorry about that. So, what room is this, you think? What room is this? Parlor, right? Kind of keep it nice room. So the beams up there would not have been exposed during Boone's time, they plastered over. You not see those during Boone's time.
They were what?
Plastered over.
Okay.
Plastered over.
Those are some great beans.
That's oak up there. Those marks are the axe, the adze. Upstairs is oak too. So this floor here is walnut, but about 95 years old. Because in 1926, nobody lived here. This was used as a barn-sized pigsty. So the Coates came out to St. Louis, they bought the house, about 3 acres for $300 in 1926. $300 in 1926, which they not down here now. So they saved the home. So you see pipes, see vents, and see outlets opened by the Curleys and the Andres went over here. But the section of the floor here, the outside doors, everything goes back to Boone's as far as woodwork goes. All oak and all walnut. And that's...
That portrait?
It's Boone, but he didn't sit for that one. Don't know who did that one. He only sat for one, but not that one right there. This is a walnut mantle done by a skilled craftsman. That's all detailed wood right there. There are 7 fireplaces, 2 big chimneys, and like I said, all open wall walnut. These are called closed presses. Recess back the wall. Actually, fold closure to even down here and keep it nicer. Recess back the wall. Upstairs, you see we actually open upstairs. You see up at the walls are about 2.5 foot thick. Land from Spain to France to the United States. So Mr. Boone, we like you a lot, but you didn't live there. Didn't that improve? No Quaker roads, right? Okay.
Are the Quakers some of the original immigrants over to the first arrival?
Well, Pennsylvania, William Penn was a Quaker, got him in Charles, and but they're not being pacifist. Of course, your religion, no being pacifist. But Wilson wasn't fighting Quaker things. He would not start a fight, but he would actually end them if he had to. And also very what I call very contemplative religion, where he thought a lot. So this might be 3 hours long. You sat and prayed. You thought. Maybe you slept a little bit. Yeah, I slept a little bit. So Boone was called Wide Mouth in the tribe. It's called Wide Mouth. That's for his nickname. Because he always would talk first and smile first. Didn't fight first. Survived that way. Guys who would fight first didn't survive. Then when Boone came across in their lifetime, they either could bite him, or sting him, or eat him, or scalp him, fall off cliffs, or drown in disease. He dies here, 86 years old. Really not a survivor. Boone was a survivor for sure. And so Boone really was, like I say, came across a lot of things that really could put an end to him. Let's up here in 1816, because we know he was here in 1860. They've been sitting right there. Because he writes to Sarah, who's down in Kentucky. She married Boone's brother Samuel, who died down in Kentucky 1860. He was 88 when he passed away. But he says, "Dear Sarah, when the sun tells me you are yet living in good health, considering your age." Right now, Sarah, let's not forget to talk about my own situation. Since Rebecca died, I've been my daughter Jemima. But now my son Nathan. I'm in terrible health. You can guess my feelings by your own, since we're so close in one's age. But how we live in this world, what chance for next, I know as much as a child. All those love and fear God, believe in Jesus Christ, do as much good as I can, my neighbor, myself, and do as little harm as I can, and to hope and trust on God's mercy for the rest. I believe God never made a man of a principle to be lost. So farewell, Sarah. Give all to your family and my friends. Farewell. We're at October 19, 1816. They've been sitting right here. Really kind of neat that it talks about God. You read the Bible a lot. Was that written on hunting trips? Always trying to avoid bloodshed. Now, he's not mentioned where he's living right now. This is, like I said, a frontier mansion. He knows Sarah's down in Kentucky in a cabin. Maybe with a dirt floor. Doesn't write about where he's living. I've been down in Kentucky and Boone's last cabin down there before he came to Missouri. That cabin could fit inside here. The cabin could fit inside the room right here with 2 feet to spare.
Where were they at in Kentucky?
A lot of different places.
Just a lot
of different places. Little cabin they lived by Brushy Creek, by the Blue Lakes. Moved then into Ohio River then. There were like 20 different cabins Boone did in North Carolina, in West Virginia, Kentucky. But the cabin could fit inside here with 2 feet to spare. Had a dirt floor, had 1 window and 2 doors and loft. But for 3 people, not big enough for 3 people. I just had about 20 cabins. Yeah, bigger ones had more kids with them, bigger ones. But no matter how big the cabin is, there's no privacy in cabins. Just really isn't. This house here really is very special for that reason. So let's say you're Rebecca Boone. Mr. Boone's right there. You claim him? Mr. Boone, okay. He's gone a lot, okay. You have 10 kids, raised about 13. 2 kids have been orphaned. He's hunting crap in the first 14 years of marriage, hunting crap going like 6 months a year, first 14 years. One time he's gone for 2 years. with you. You got the kids, you do the farming by yourself a lot. Would you like that lifestyle? Would you like that lifestyle?
I don't even like the wilderness.
Okay, that's good, that's a no. Okay, so Boone said that he knew that you were for him. You're about 15, he's about 20. 4 or 5 couples in North Carolina. On cherry trees, you get a brand new apron, a big deal. He's there playing this knife on the ground like that. Gets close to your apron, now goes into your apron. He keeps on doing it, you say nothing. So Boone said, that's what it was to me. She doesn't complain. Huh. Be looking for a wife, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
You're testing her temperament. Okay? Front you be somebody very patient, not get mad right away, kind of keep calm, collected. So you pass the test. Married you're 17, he's about 22, married 57 years. Rebecca died making maple sugar pneumonia, 1813, near Jemima's house. Notice says about Jemima, be near her gravesite. Then comes back here in 1816. Would not be here about Rebecca Boone for sure. Good job. Okay, good job, Rebecca. You got a new apron. You buy a new apron?
Yeah.
Good. You've got a new apron then? Good for you. So Boone had 10 kids. James was 16 and murdered by a Shawnee. Now, Shawnee is a tribe. America had 570 tribes in America right now. Not tribes, right? They all get along together. 570 tribes. They all get along together. You think they're tribes? They didn't. Okay. So James was killed when he was 16, murdered by a Shawnee. Israel was killed when he was 23 in battle. Susanna, Jemima, Lavinia, daughter Rebecca also, Danny Morgan Boone, Jesse Brian Boone. We met as a baby. Number 10 was Nathan. We're in Nathan's home right here. The 10 kids, 41 was longevity, just 41. Back in those days, it was in the 40s. Kids might die in the smallpox, women might die in childbearing, 30s. Boone would be 80, so actually in the 30s, that's 40s, longevity. So Boone also lost brother Brother Shawnee when he's 40, brother Ned. Also, he belonged to Stewart, all the Shawnee tribe. Back in those days, people did seek revenge. Not Boone though. He just couldn't do that. As far as seeking revenge, didn't do it. So Jemima gets kidnapped. Number 2, Jemima gets kidnapped. That's the story right there. Jemima kidnapping. She's 13 at Boonesboro in Kentucky on the Kentucky River. So they have Boone. Boone's taking a nap. He always said though, Jemima, don't get in the canoe and go down the river. Might be warriors down that way. Might be hostile tribes like those guys right there. Don't go down the river. Don't do it, Jemima. Hey, Dad's taking a nap. I'm a teenager. Didn't listen. Good to do with her friends Fannie Mae and Callaway. They're 14 and 16. They come down the river. Then there were 5 warriors that day spying on Boonesboro for the English, Shawnee and Cherokee. So let's say you're in that canoe. You're 13, 14, 16. You come down the river. These guys jump in the woods, the water. They got red back paint on them. They got tomahawks. They got muskets. And they look really mean. What do you think your first reaction might be? Look really mean. Would you scream? Yeah, they scream. Her baby Boonesboro. So where's the water right now holding a canoe like that? That guy right there holding a canoe like that. Okay? Got a couple of big paddles in that canoe. He's like that. Would you whack him with those paddles? Yeah, you probably would. Right? You would whack him. About 8, 9, 10 times. They missed a few times though. But the paddle breaks. They're going to take out the canoe now. They're going to take it through the woods up to Ohio River. Then cross that into Ohio country. And I'm going to come back to your family. So it means, all right, now you can make a trail in the woods. How would you make a trail in the woods so Mr. Boone can find how to make a trail in the woods? No breadcrumbs. How would you make a trail, you think? The idea. So let's say you guys are cheap blackfish. Cheap blackfish, okay? Got 500 warriors, got muskets and bows and arrows. Facing a fort about 18 foot high stockade fence. You know inside they got rifles up. They got rifles inside that fort. It'd be open ground from the fort that had chopped down trees. So how would you take that fort, cheap blackfish? How would you take that fort? How would you take that fort? How would you capture that fort, do you think?
I'd try to burn it.
That's a good choice, okay? Very is a good choice. But would you attack across open ground and broad daylight against a fort with rifles?
No.
You wouldn't do that, would
At
you?
night.
Yeah. Well, Blackfish tries to attack in broad daylight against rifles in a fort. Those guys had the fort don't do this very often. About 50 warriors were killed. So Blackfish says, that probably is a bad idea, right? Not a bad idea, okay? So you try to do a tunnel. Gets the fort that way with a tunnel. That caves in. Last resort is fire arrows. You ever see a fire arrow on TV? A flaming arrow? We do have an arrow, pitch one out of it like that. He's trying to catch fort on fire, Blackfish is. Try to do it at nighttime. Arrows go up, big downpour comes down. It rains, it's on fire. He can't mix it up. So Blackfish says, heck of Boone, goes back to English, he could not do it with King George. So, but you're right, he would not attack head on. That's why I walked down there, so Israel was killed. He's 23 years old.
And it would be like
We have to go out.
So we're going upstairs, is that correct?
so the spinning wheel, the little rocking chair, and this seat, they're original to Boone.
Original. Oh my.
Everything else is historic, but
Okay.
not,
All right.
came later, but those three pieces were,
Original.
Is this original too?
no,
No.
this is the seat.
The tools.
And this is the bedroom where he passed away. Not the exact bed, but he did, the room is set up similar. So there would be a bed, not this bed,
And you say, whoa, it's
but, but he passed away here, his family was with him.
okay.
They put the coffin like on chairs across there. So, you know, yeah.
All right.
You can see a lot from here.
Aqui é a frente da casa, lá por onde a gente entrou é a parte de trás.
Yeah, he's coming here, I think. There we go.
Go back inside, you want to sit down, you want to
So, watch your steps, all right?
This is the one.
Bela cama, hein? Nathan, Oliver e acho que Daniel ali.
Can we meet you back now? I don't remember.
Have the whole chart if I can figure out her.
I don't remember what her name is.
silver melon.
I don't know.
Should be a chair right on the side. Sit down.
Conseguiu, hein?
Sit down there if you want to, ma'am. Now, the bricks here are not Boone bricks, but by the Curleys around 1930. Those was French doors, but by Curleys also 1930. Those all solid wall.
Cook stove. Again. Hard.
Well, they cooking, they're in the kitchen.
So the main fireplace was right there at one time. But it caved in itself some time ago, caved in on itself. So the fireplace there put by the Curleys 1950s. Don't use that word all. So summertime though, you would not cook inside the house. Cook in a summer kitchen. We think out that way, a summer kitchen. Come back here maybe November, cook down here. And this is a yoke.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Two are open, the grist mill and the schoolhouse.
What is that right there?
That's called a sapping and dress home. It's about 2 blocks west of Grants Corn. I moved here 2000 right here. What's the special event?
So is that something we can walk up to?
Okay, guys, take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. O van preta? Não entendi.
Lambreta. Lembra lambreta?
Não, é moto normal. Olha aí as barreiras de uva ali.